We've been walking this road, hand in hand, we've been learning how to love and to grow. 40 years in the making, and we're still here today. Carry around and know that God's love paves the way. With a brand new ring, so the lines on your face, we're finding grace in the sacred place. We laugh when it's hard and we fight there too, 'cause God's got a plan for me and you. We're keeping it H-O-T, honest, open, transparent, you see. Bridging hearts, baby, where love's supposed to be. From the vows we set to the dreams we chase, we're building forever in God's embrace. So, bridging hearts. From the kitchen table talks to the prayers late at night, we know love's a battle, but we're still holding tight. Got a card game to spark up the flame again. Reignite the fire with your lifelong friend. Love is a gift. Oh.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys for joining this morning. Welcome to another episode of Bridging Hearts, Marriage on Purpose. Marriage on Purpose. I don't know why I keep saying marriage, but Marriage on Purpose. Where we're going to dive into live conversation regarding love, faith, and marriage. We know this is going to be an outstanding interview or conversation today. We have a lovely couple that's joining us this morning, and we just can't wait to get involved, wait to interact with this couple. We know it's going to be exciting. We just pray that you guys hear and learn something that you can apply to your marriage and your relationship, because we know that this is going to be something that's going to be impactful. So we're going to thank you guys for joining us. We're your hosts. I'm Jerry, and this is Rhonda Jackson. And we thank you guys for joining us this lovely morning. So without further ado, unless my wife has something else to say, we're going to get right into it.
Right. Okay. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So here we have Arcillius and Consetta Calhoun, and they're going to tell us about their journey, their love story, as we go on today's broadcast. And so, Consetta and Arcillius, we're going to ask you just a couple of questions just to get your love story, and so that you can tell the audience on how you began, how you met, and we'll probably dig into a couple other things. But first, we're going to start with what's your love story? How did this love story begin?
It began with prayer.
Okay.
It began with prayer because for us, speaking for my wife, speaking for me, this is both our second time around.
Okay.
So we were married previously, divorced, and then we found each other. When we got together, I can say that neither one of us were looking.
Okay.
Because I had said, you know what, I'm done with the whole dating scene. God, when you're ready for me to have somebody, I want for you to bring that person into my life.
Okay.
And we have been going to, my brother hosts an annual 4th of July barbecue at his house that I have been going to for years. No problems at all. Had never met anybody, never bought anybody. Now this one year, 10 years ago.
Wait, how many years ago?
10 years ago, my aunt and uncle brought my lovely bride to this picnic. And they asked me over and over again. Had never asked me in all my life. So, what's your dating? Are you single? What's going on? Because we got somebody that you want to meet, that I want to introduce you to, I want you to meet. And guess what, guys? We've been together every day since that time.
Wow.
Okay. So how long have you been married?
I have a small correction though. He said he wasn't looking. I was wanting to meet someone.
Okay.
I wasn't looking this day. You know what I mean? And when I met Arcillius at the barbecue or at the 4th of July celebration, I'm happy to know that I didn't know that there was a little setting up going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
I had no
Okay.
idea. So I just went to enjoy myself. And honestly, I was asked, what happened was there was a summer previous that I wasn't able to get out or do anything. I was just working, working, working. And this particular summer, I was like, anything anybody asked me to, I'm going.
Wow.
And that's how I ended up at their family 4th of July celebration.
Okay, so let me go back a bit. Consetta, you said that you wanted to be married, correct? I'm sorry, we had a little. Okay, I got it. But you said that you wanted to be married. How long was it that you had not, since you've been married?
7 years.
Thank you.
Uh,
Wow.
Well, 7 years, 5 years when I met him, and then we got married 2 years after we
Okay.
met. So.
Wow. And Arcillius, how long had it been for you?
About 7 years. About 7 years as well. And although I wasn't looking, I did want to be married again.
Right.
I did because I value that. I value that relationship.
Right. Correct.
That's good. So how long have you guys been married?
We were married for 8 years.
8 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Together
Yeah.
10, but married 8.
Okay.
Okay. So I know you guys have, you've been married previously. So, and you guys have any children?
Yes, we do. We have a total of 4. We like to call ourselves a modern day Brady Bunch because
Okay.
because I came into the marriage. I bought the boys. She bought the girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So describe that dynamic. How do you work that out? How do you
It just blend
in
family.
the family together?
Well, when Arcillius and I met, basically our children were grownish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the youngest one, I think, which is Chris, he was 17, a junior in high school. Amara was a senior, and the other 2 were in college.
Okay.
So by the time we married the youngest, Chris was graduating from high school.
Okay.
And so it was that helped. That made it a little easier because we weren't parenting
Okay.
each other's grownish children. So we were able to come in and feel we were able to be that extra, that bonus without all the discipline and the things that come along with if you were to do it blend your families a lot younger.
Right. Yeah, I get that. So that's good that you are able to just focus on one another and love again, outside of, building a family, so to speak, or raising a family, I should say, but you're able to be married and focus on one another. And so that truly that's a bonus.
Yeah.
Because you did that, so now it's the other side of it where you're married again, but it's just the 2 of you. So that's good. But do the children get along when y'all do come together?
Oh, they love each other.
Yeah.
As if they grew up together. It's really amazing, actually. But we were a little strategic in making sure that everybody felt comfortable.
Good.
We set up a fun date for the 6 of us to meet, so that the boys could meet the girls and that we could all be together. And we, of course, had already been around each other's children. Like I had been around the boys, he had been around the girls. But when we wanted the 4 of them to meet, we created a very fun environment.
Okay.
That's
A
good.
comfortable environment for them. And because they're so close in age, they just hit it off, and they are, and we also continue to cultivate that relationship with family vacations and things like that to make sure that they stay close. But they're pretty close. You wouldn't even know they weren't
because there is no yours and mine. It's ours.
Mm-hmm.
We're one. We're
Mhm.
one. There's no steps. There's no bonuses. We are a family. They have siblings. They call themselves brothers and sisters.
They do.
Good.
They do. Yeah.
Very good. I like that
That's-
concept.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Right.
I love that
Yeah.
that you all took the time to just to bond, make sure everyone bonded well together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, to ensure one another that there's no difference
Mhm.
No.
between and that's awesome, because sometimes in relationships like that, when couples bring other children into the marriage, it tends to be sometimes they don't really favor one over the other, opposed to making them all one. So, you know, I applaud the way you guys have really gelled your families together so they can understand that this is the one and not
Yes.
you over here and you over here, but we're all together as one. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Correct. If you would have asked me how many children I have 4.
Four.
Cool.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's me. I have 4, even though I don't have any biological children, but we have 4 children, and that's exactly it. So, and at first it sounds strange if I first start saying it. When people ask me how many children you have, I'm like 4, but I do. I love them each dearly, and we have bonuses because we have 5 grandchildren.
Oh my goodness.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's definitely a bonus to even have the grandchildren and and being a part of their lives. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, I don't want anyone to think that it's just that easy, right?
Yeah,
because it is a challenge blending your family together.
Correct.
And so I want to make it clear that we worked really hard at creating the one.
Yeah.
It didn't just, it wasn't happenstance. It was took us working and making sure that the kids spent time together, knew each other, as well as how we interacted with each other's children. So
okay.
I want to say that.
So like the theme of your show, it was purposeful.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. What did he say? I didn't hear you.
The theme of the show.
Okay. Yeah.
Purposeful.
It's purpose and marriage on purpose.
Correct.
Because marriage is not just about the 2 people, but it's a community. It's children, friends, family, know. So it's marriage on purpose. Right. Okay.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. You have a question?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I thought you were going to answer, Chris. What? My wife was informed that you guys like to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's one trip that brought you closer together?
Okay.
As a couple.
Well, for me,
and then kind of tested your patience as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, for me, I think the trip that I felt brought us closest together was when Arcillius and I were dating. He planned and told me about a trip that he was going to take me on to Puerto Rico. Mm-hmm. And at that time, I think I was still trying to figure out, if this is someone I'm going to marry. I knew he had all of the qualities. I knew he had all the qualities and things. But I mean, we were still, we knew each other, but I was still figuring it out. Yeah. I was still figuring it out. And I felt like that, first of all, him planning that trip for me, because of me and with me in mind was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was really wonderful. That was, he got kudos for that.
Okay.
Right. And then, and while we were there, as you know, whether you travel with friends or with your significant other at the time, we never traveled together before. So I didn't know how well we would travel.
Right.
Yeah, because I have a style in which I like to go. And he could have been the kind that said, I just want to rest. And
Yeah.
so we really got to know each other differently with the traveling together on that trip. And so I thought that one brought us really close together.
Okay.
And we've been traveling ever since. We actually really enjoy traveling together. This is my travel buddy. When I travel without him, I miss him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Although it's still important for me to travel without him from time to time. But I think the one that tested us, and it wasn't on the trip, but it was at the ending of the trip. It was for me, it was Spain. We got home from a long trip. We both were really tired. Our daughter had picked us up from the airport, and we had a misunderstanding in communication, which is something that we're constantly working on.
Correct.
Because we communicate differently.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and we're always a work in progress when it comes to that. So with that being said, we got into a little tiff, and it was basically because I am just so used to him taking charge and driving. And at this particular night, he just didn't want to, but he didn't explain that to me. And I was questioning him about, well, why you don't want to drive? And it just turned into, with everybody being tired, it just turned into something.
Yep.
So that tested us, but it wasn't the trip. It was the end of the trip. But I think we were just exhausted.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Arcillius.
Oh, for me, I'm gonna go for Spain, because Spain was a different kind of trip for us. It wasn't just about us going, just enjoying. It gave us time to just really spend time together, walking, talking. Look at that structure over there, taking in the city. It just allowed us to be able to just be there and be in tune with each other. So that was a trip for me. But don't get me wrong, all my trips with my wife have been great.
Okay.
So when you ask me a challenging one, I had to search to find something, because I haven't really had a bad experience.
Wow.
Even the experience.
So wonderful.
You notice she whispered that. But it's true though. It's true, because even with the spat that we had when we got back from Spain, I was done with it that night. It didn't really carry over for me.
Okay.
Because I was done. It was like, okay, I didn't want to drive. No problem. I'm done with that, and I moved on. So nothing really stands out for me as having difficulties or challenges. The challenges that we've had in our travels, I can think of one that came from an outside experience, nothing internally between the two of us.
Okay.
So did you guys ever revisit that, where you can really explain why you didn't want to drive, and where she can really understand why you didn't want to drive?
Oh, Jerry, we had to revisit that, because where he had let it go, I had not.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I had not. And so it wasn't revisited that night, but it's just my personality. I must have a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. In order for me to clear it up, to get clarity, and to really move on. It was important that we had a conversation, because I was confused at how it went left so quickly.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so was I, because again, I thought that I had expressed myself when I said no, but she wanted me to go. But she wanted me to expound upon it.
Like why?
No.
Yeah. Do you want to drive? No, I don't.
What do you mean you don't want to drive?
Right.
Drive. What do you mean no?
I mean,
Yeah.
I just got done flying for 10 hours.
But he left that part out, right? Because so did I.
Yeah. Right.
And that's what I've had to learn to do, not just during that conversation, but as she said before,
like me.
sitting in my hands now. But
I do the same thing.
She does the same. She does the same thing. She does the same thing.
But as you said before, work in progress, right? Always working on communication and making sure that not only am I communicating in a style that's convenient for me, but also for a style so that way she can be able to understand,
Yeah,
and be able to get what I'm trying to convey.
yeah, I get it.
That's good. That's good.
I get that.
That's good.
Okay.
Work in progress.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, and it really is. But at least you won't assume anymore. You're better able to communicate that and be able to understand if it should come around again, which it will, but
Oh, it
you'll
will.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So, like understanding it, it wasn't really anything personal per se.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of times when we have those issues, like you saying no, and she's not really. She wants the in-depth situation about what it is, and a lot of times that reflects back to issues that you've had previously, where some stuff was said or done that wasn't totally explained to her.
Right.
So now she wants to know. Well, I need to know, because before it wasn't explained to me, but I need to know now. So, but you understanding her feelings and the way she is not negative towards you per se is something that happened before that. It's kind of bringing back to remembrance, and she's kind of acting on it.
Yeah.
And same thing with you. You're used to like saying, well, no, I don't really have to explain myself. But it's nothing detrimental or anything that's called that I'm doing it out of anger or doing it out of that.
Right.
I'm this and that, and I don't have to respond to you. It's that's just the way you responded.
Yeah. So with that being said, how would you say that your previous marriage has an effect negatively or positively on this marriage? Is there anything that you brought into the marriage that you want to keep, or anything that you want to dispel? Because like things like that happen. So sometimes Consetta, when that happened, it probably was a trigger, like something that happened before. You're like, I'm not getting into this again. So I know. So what would you say that if anything from your previous marriage has an effect on this marriage?
Well, I think that whether you've been married or not, you come into relationships with baggage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so my baggage that I brought into this relationship has a lot to do with working on trust issues, right? And so Arcillius from jump has just always made me feel extremely like I just could trust him. You know what I mean? I could just tell that he was sincere and that he was honest. And I know it's not me, but I feel like with him, he some of the baggage that he came in with, and he may talk about it or may not. I was shocked that he was just able to just still love me unconditionally.
Yeah.
Because he had gone through so much, it seems like that conditions would be on it. But I just think when you're starting over and you know God and you have a relationship with him, you use some of his principles when it comes to forgetting about what happened in the past and how you're going to bring, and how you start fresh and new. So a lot of that was, I know what I tried to do. Even though I know I still came with baggage, I still felt like it was a fresh start. It was new. And what happened in the previous relationship didn't affect this one.
Right. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay, Arcillius.
Well, like you said, had baggage too. We all do.
Mhm.
You gotta say it like, yeah. Just double down. Yes, he does. No, I don't. Anyway.
Lady.
Mhm.
So what she said, I could have come into it with preconceived notions of and barriers up, but I said no. That's not going to allow me to be the man of God that she needs me to be,
Yeah.
and it's not going to allow me to love her the way that she needs to be loved, because
Okay.
I knew that situation allowed me to get to where I am today.
Mhm.
So I'm thankful for that. I'm not sitting here praising the fact that relationship didn't work out, but it helped me to grow and be a better
Yep.
man, and allow me to be able to know and appreciate the good values that I have in my wife, my partner, my best
Yeah.
friend.
Mhm.
Okay, so it allows me to be able to say, you know what, we're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I know that you ain't talking to me right now, but guess what? I'm not going downstairs. I'm not sleeping on the couch. I'm
Come
staying.
on.
Right.
I'm staying right here.
Uh-huh.
You know, so it allowed me to grow, and that's why I said in the beginning, no, I had told God, send me the person that you want me to be with.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm putting this in your hands because as you can see, I'm messing this thing up.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So you send me what I'm supposed to, and guess what? I couldn't have asked for a better partner.
Wow.
Don't
That's
get me
good.
wrong, she ain't perfect, but she's perfect for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he does not understand what a doghouse is. I need him to understand when he in the doghouse.
What's a doghouse? Explain.
Really, Rhonda, you know what the doghouse is when they get themselves. It's like, I need some space.
Okay.
You go over there. He's like, I'm not going nowhere.
I
Like,
ain't going nowhere.
you don't know what the doghouse.
Mhm. I get it. Okay.
Okay. Well, that kind of leads into the other question that I had.
What's that?
Because we know we all have disagreements. So what is your go-to to hit the reset button on your relationship to get it back on track? To get the
Conversation. Conversation. It's a little thing, but it's a big thing. As she
Yeah.
said before, we don't necessarily have that conversation right then in the moment because
Yep.
the moment can be heated because so we don't want to say things that could be misconstrued and misunderstood. So we might take a day or two. Okay, correction. She might take a day or two
Okay.
and then come back around and say, "Hey, let's talk about this.
Okay.
This is how I was feeling when you said this, or when you did this, or this is what I meant when you said this. So let's talk."
Okay.
And then you know what? We'll sit down and we'll close the door in the office and have a conversation. No one's yelling. No one. But yeah, but
Correct.
I'm not yelling.
I'm not yelling.
It allows us to be able to be heard. You know, so that way we can both truly understand each other.
Yeah.
So and that you talk about a great word there. You're in the reset, and typically when we come out of that conversation, it's a reset.
Yeah.
Well, for me, Arcillius is being very, very kind. He honestly, he says what he has to say, and it's over. Well, that's not me. No. I first of all, sometimes I just need to process.
Yep.
I'm upset. I need to process.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in really pretending like it didn't happen.
Come on.
And going on as if it didn't.
I don't pretend that didn't happen.
Well,
no, I don't.
He sweeps things under the rug.
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
Or I worded it and said, what did I say? I said, he'll say what he has to say and he's done. That's a nice way of saying he'll pretend it didn't happen.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
So, but with me, no, seriously, and depending on what it is, if it's something that has really upset us, I do sometimes need to take a step back and process, think about it, because I don't want to say something that I can't take back. Correct. And I do want to think about his feelings and what comes out of my mouth before I say it. Correct. And I have a mouth on me, right? So it's important, because even when I think I am doing a good job,
I'm looking at his expression. I'm sorry.
even when I think I'm doing a good job at watching what I say, I'm still being told is too much. Okay. So if that's the case, right, I need a minute. And let me have my space. And it does not have to be for days. Yeah. It doesn't have, it might be 30 minutes. Okay. But just give me, if I'm asking you, babe, just give me a minute. Okay. And so we can revisit this. That's what's important. And what I love about how it ends up working is that our reset is we do come together. We have a conversation. And sometimes I'm telling you, I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel trying to get clarity of how things went, but we finally we'll reach the destination, and generally apologize to each other and try to work on, each of us try to work on what we can do better the next time, so that we don't get the result of needing the break or rest or the argument or whatever it is that had us upset. Okay. Yeah.
But that's good, because I think a lot of situations where when you have those conflicts, a lot of people don't really understand their feelings totally. So you really have to express. It's not so much that you said this, is just what you said. Just this is how I'm feeling at the moment. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I just need you to understand how I'm feeling at the moment. Mm-hmm. From what you said, where they can relate and understand. Okay, what I said has you feeling a certain way. Mm-hmm. Correct. Now we need to rectify. Why are you feeling the way you're feeling? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So another thing to your point, Jerry, is that although that may not have been either one of our intentions, correct, but it's still, this is how the other is feeling, and your feelings are valid.
Yeah. Right. Correct. And that's good. And I love that you said her feeling is valid. Yep. Because it is. And that's the same thing on your end. Your feeling is valid. Mm-hmm. Because this is how it's making you feel. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what the conversation or what was said or what wasn't said. This is how you're feeling, and we have to understand that. And then we have to rectify, well, why am I feeling this way? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why what you said has me feeling this way, or why what you did had me feeling this way. Mm-hmm. And then but you guys came to that conclusion and just really talked it out, which a lot of people don't really grasp or understand, that their feeling is validated. Right. They'll feel like, no, so what? That your feeling is not valid, but it is validated. It may not be your intent, but this is her feeling or this is his feeling. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when you understanding that, then you know how to navigate through that and come together and rectify it, where you can continue to grow stronger. And because it's going to be a process, like you said, it's going to be a process. It's not going to be an overnight thing. It's not going to be a thing. It's going to be marriage. Is never complete. Mm-hmm. It's always changing. Ever evolving. It's always evolving. So you never master marriage. Yeah. So there's always going to be something in there that you have to rectify. There's something you have to do to strengthen it. Yeah. So what would you say that you have learned through this marriage? What's something that you could say that this marriage is teaching you?
Well, for me, the communication is so major, and it is the constant work in progress, because I have a tendency to be an over communicator, and I don't feel like Arcillius communicates enough. You know what I mean? And so I'm telling you, I don't remember the author of that book, that men are from Venus and women are from Mars.
Yes.
So different.
Yeah.
So different in how we even communicate. And so where we have a lot of the other things down, how we can have fun together, how we are on the same page when it comes to the love of family, the love of God. Even with our finances, we do well together. I don't have to worry about him like being wasteful or overspending. Like those things we kind of got a decent handle on. But the communication is the one that we're working at.
Okay.
For me, I was saying communication and understanding that no one communicates better than the other. We just have different styles.
Yep.
Different styles.
Okay.
Styles of communication, where she is more detailed.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I'm still communicating, but I'm just not in the format that she would always like it to be. So one of the things that I am working on, as I said before, is trying to communicate in her style, so that way she can understand it and not have to be prodding me for more. So being able to just not just say, for example, going back to Spain, not just saying no, but explaining why my answer is no, so that way she can be able to absorb it.
You know what, that Spain thing, what was really interesting, how we ended part of our communication. No, this is actually a good thing, because you're wondering like, how did that get fixed? I was like, babe, if you could just say not right now, or let's talk about it later. You know what I mean? Like, then I would understand how to move forward with certain things, because just saying no.
See, okay, no, it wasn't just me saying.
What I mean? Just no.
Like you said, that incident there was outside of the norm. So what I can't do is assume that, as she always tells me, she's not a mind reader.
I'm not.
So I know. So so I can't assume that she understands that I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
My no, and although my no is outside the norm, because typically I can be exhausted 10 times over, I'm still gonna drive or do what have you. But I'm thinking to myself that when I say no, you should say, well, wait a minute, Arcillius.
Oh, I get it.
He said no, so therefore
it's a reason.
There's a reason for that. But that's not how she took it. So therefore, you know what? Let me take a step back, and because it's important for me, for her to understand where I'm coming from. Let me try to apply some of the more detail.
Yeah.
And like she said, or just start. She gave me a great out. Not right now, honey.
Yeah. And you know what? Because as you can see, we're going back to Spain, but that is a common issue.
Yeah.
That pops up, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I was like trying to, just share maybe some verbiage that he could use so that I could get the clue. Because I'm not getting the clue, because I'm like, you're going against all your normal behaviors, what you normally do. And if I ask you a question, I don't understand why, I don't get an answer. Yeah. So that's why we kind of came up with little strategies to kind of help with that. And
and I think
click in my brain.
Yeah, I think Arcillius is saying too that as good as he's been, and he's been a consistent yes to you, but when he do say no, then you should try to understand why that there's something going on, the reason that he's saying no, that being more sensitive to his no.
Right.
And that I get that, Rhonda.
Listen, Rhonda, right now.
Oh, no, I get that. But that's why I said why.
Yeah. It's like what you just said. We'll talk about it later.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And then I'll get it, because I'm like, why? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I heard the no, but I was like, well, what's going on?
Right.
And
I get it.
Yeah, and going back to that, that's one of the things about counseling
or coaching.
Mm-hmm. Because you learn, because a lot of things happen from their childhood or previous relationships.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that he may be saying something based on a tendency that he had to deal with. And you, as the same thing as him, he has to base on something that you had tendencies that you had to deal with.
Yeah.
So it's understanding is not necessarily I'm saying this in a way to offend you. It's just the point that I'm saying it is, that's the point that I'm able to articulate it and explain it. So when you start having those deep conversations, then you know where he's been, where he's coming from, then you can understand. It's nothing personal. It's never anything personal. It's just the way he's articulating what's being said and how he knows how at the moment to explain it.
Yeah.
And for you, I can probably think that some stuff was said or done in your life, and there was never a clear definition of why.
Yeah.
So now every time something's done, I need to know why.
Yeah.
That's actually quite interesting that you would take it back. Honestly, because we were actually raised quite differently. So my mother would allow me to explain, and I was able to ask her questions. She would answer them. So I am a question asker, right? It's not that I was not quite what Jerry was saying when it was like someone didn't allow me to speak. That wasn't it. They did allow me to speak. So that's how I communicate. Well, when Arcillius was raised, very old school, what I say, my no is a no and is not up for discussion. And so that's kind of how he often communicates. So that's where that difference is. With his mom, a no is a no. You don't question that. This is what we're doing. I said no. And if my mom said no, I'd be like, why, Mom? And then she's gonna go into a whole thing of why it is that way. So I ask questions, he doesn't,
but that's again. But you were talking to a female. Your mom was able to tell you why. Now you're married, and this is a totally different dynamic here. Because again, you have to understand that he's been good. He never gave you a reason to doubt him or why he would say no. So now he just needs the sensitivity of the woman to understand him and say, you know what, something going on with my man, because my man don't ever tell me no. What's going on?
Receive.
Yeah. And so that's just that he needs that sensitivity now when he says something like outside the norm.
Yeah. Right. Receive.
Yeah. Okay. This is not a counseling session, you all.
No, it's a conversation, right? It's a conversation.
That's right. But this is good. Yeah. This is really good. And you say you've been going on 8 years. And so there's going to be continual things that's going to come up and things that need to be resolved and things that you really just going to flourish in. And so the next question, we just really want to know, like, what do you do for fun? What do you two like to do to connect and just really have fun?
We do date nights. You know, although we've been married for 8 years, been together for 10, we still dating.
Yeah.
We like to to do as much stuff away from the house as you possibly can. You know, we have an active social life.
Good.
To be able to reconnect because you know, life, as they say, life be life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So but it's important for us to be able to have that connection so that way we're not going in different directions.
Yeah.
We're going in the same.
Right.
Yeah. So we're just we enjoy each other's company, and
Good.
so we're always if it's not dinner, an event or something. So just quality time is what we do.
Yeah.
To I guess is we have fun when we do that. So
Yeah.
that's
And,
what we.
And that always helps.
It's
Date
fun.
night, that connection, it always helps. Now, I didn't
But-
ask, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but are you both of you still working?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's very important to have date nights.
But yeah, but that's good. I love the way the two of you all just you know, you don't let the conflict, you know, separate you
Mhm.
No.
because it you know, you're willing to communicate, you're willing to bring it back together, you're willing to reconnect, you know, and because the love he has for you and the love you have for her,
Yeah.
you know, and you're willing to grow that even through the, you know, the conflict, because you're going to have conflict. There's no way around it. You're
Yeah.
going to have conflict. We all have
Every
conflict.
marriage. Yeah.
But how you resolve it
Mhm.
and your intent on it. And I can see that both of you all really love one another, really have a concern and a passion to be with one another, to grow. So, and you're working that thing out, and that's what I love. And you're not letting one thing just separate you and say, "Well, no, I don't want to deal with this." But you're willing to, you know, there is some compromise, but you don't compromise so much.
Yeah.
But there's a willingness to grow, to better understand one another, and I think that's a lot of things. That's what's missing now in a lot of marriages.
Yeah.
They really don't really want to understand one another, and to be able to grow and be vulnerable with things that are happening. You know, because you got to express the way you feel. This is legitimately how I feel because you said no to me.
Yeah.
And you need to know that.
Yeah.
You know, and you understanding that, and you, okay, well, now I understand that this is how you really feel. So what can we do to rectify that, where you don't feel the way you feel?
Yeah.
And he's willing to do that, and you're willing to do that, to
on
understand why he and she, you know, she's feeling that way, he's feeling that way, and you're willing to want to understand that, where you can go and move forward with that. Well, some people just don't want to understand it.
Yeah. But you know what? Go ahead, Consetta, please.
I was just going to say that, you know, I think possibly even just this being our second time around and not having the whole fairy tale thing that you often have in a first time marriage. You know, we've done this before, so we really understand how marriage is not a fairy tale. Yeah, that it requires work.
Very good.
It requires commitment, and it requires love.
Yeah,
and
patience,
and not just love. You know, it's not just love; it's all the work.
Yeah,
comes with loving someone.
That's good.
And I really, that second time around for me personally has really helped with.
That's very good, because conflict is come, but it gotta be. But conflict, you gotta allow conflict to strengthen. Your marriage and not tear it apart. And some people don't know how to have healthy arguments or healthy conflicts to where it strengthens you instead of tear you apart. But I thank God that that's what you do, that you guys know how to have healthy conversations, and to where it was always strengthen your marriage instead of tearing it apart. Because statistically, second marriages end more faster and more often than first marriage.
It's actually around 75%.
Yeah, because people get in and be like, I'm up, Because I've been there. I spent 20 years
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that again.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why it's so important to know your boundaries and to communicate effectively, active listening. And you need all that in order to, have a good marriage. And I mean, but you got on the right track. You're definitely on the right track.
Rhonda,
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we're not going to keep you all long this morning, but I have one more other question that I want to ask.
Okay.
So if someone were to ask you, and since this is marriage on purpose, to have you say marriage on purpose, how would you describe what it means to you to be married on purpose?
Well, for me, I would say once again, nobody's perfect, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but it doesn't mean that our marriage is not purposeful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have a purpose within our marriage, and we have to stay focused on that, on what the big picture is, and not get caught up in the everyday, the minor things. Because if we don't take care of the minor things, then they become big things. And then guess what? But staying focused on what our purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
For me, it's just wanting to be together.
Yeah. Okay.
Purpose.
Oh,
that's awesome.
she's so sensitive. I love it. I love it. Okay.
I was gonna say that too.
You like wanting to be together. It's moving.
Yeah, she took my answer.
Love it.
So this has been an incredible conversation.
Yeah.
We thank you guys, Arcillius and Consetta, for joining us on this.
My pleasure. Our pleasure.
Yes, thank you
guys taking the time out to just
Yeah.
talk with us, to have a conversation with us. We really appreciate it. We really enjoyed it. We hope that those who are viewing this were encouraged by your testimony and how you balance one another out, how you willing to work it out.
Yeah.
When conflict arises, and just how there is a second chance.
Mm-hmm.
There's a second chance for us.
Yeah. Same.
So,
yeah.
And just the powerfulness of forgiveness and everything that you guys have
Yeah.
distributed and shown.
Yeah.
We just really appreciate and hope that someone learned from this live.
Yeah. And you know what? Before I forget, there is a conference coming up, a marriage conference coming up. You all, it will blow your mind. It would definitely blow your mind. It's not until April of next year, so you have more than enough time to plan for it. But it's April of next year. The information will be forthcoming. I believe they're gonna lay out the information in December, and you'll be able to register then. But I would encourage every couple to be a part of this conference and to register early, because it will sell out. Every year it sells out, but it's phenomenal. Oh my God, this couple they will blow your mind. And the things that any question you may have, you can ask, but this couple is dynamic. They're dynamic.
Yeah.
And so we're going to give you that, and make sure you get that information, because we attend every year.
We've gone 3 years.
Yeah, and it strengthens us every time. And that's one of the reasons we're here today on this type of platform, because of that conference.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it allows you to do things that you never even really thought that you would do.
Mm-hmm.
When you come to know one another like that. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'll make sure you get that information, though.
Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. So we'll be seeing you soon. You all, Consetta is a hairstylist, so that's how we connect.
Okay.
So that's my girl there. That I could connect with, because I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But so we'll be talking soon, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for having us.
again.
We really appreciate you guys joining us on this morning. Just have an awesome day.
Yeah.
And we really thank you.
You
as
too.
well.
Thank
You
you.
as well.
Thank you, guys.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you guys. Wow, what an awesome conversation we had with Arcillius
Mhm.
and Consetta. It was beautiful. It was
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
just the genuineness that they had to want to encounter one another, to speak life to one another. It's just an awesome. So if you like this, subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Like and share this Facebook page. For those you think who may need to hear this, or they can get a better understanding, even if you need to hear it to get a better understanding of relationships and ups and downs and how you can navigate through those channels.
Yep. Like and share our Bridging Hearts Facebook page, or go to our YouTube page and make sure you subscribe there. Hit that subscribe button that you get all the notifications every Monday morning at 7 a.m. Okay? Thank you guys. Have an awesome day. We do appreciate you coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.
From above, designed for his purpose, sealed with his love. Every tear, every laugh, every baby I'm sorry, it's all part of the story. So give me the glory. H-O-T, honest, open, transparency. Bridging hearts, baby, where love's supposed to be. From the vows we set to the dreams we chase, building forever in God's embrace.